Hey friends, welcome back to Homesteading Hustle. If you've been around for a while, you know that we raise our own meat birds. So we raise a Cornish cross hen. We have had some roosters in the mix in the past as well, but we've done that this is our 4th summer doing it. So we started in 2020 when things started getting crazy in the world. We're like, let's just jump on this, start gaining these skills and learning these skills now so that we can just be more prepared in the future for not only situations like that, but if we want to live, you know, a more sustainable lifestyle, which is what we're going for. These are some important skills to learn. And so we jumped right into it. This is our 4th year doing it, and we just this past weekend processed our first set of meat birds for the season. So it's currently 2023. Last year I did film some of our processing. I did some of the setup. I did like how to clean a bird. And so I do have a playlist, a meat birds playlist if you're interested in stuff like that. But I just thought I'd give you a quick little overview of what we did this past weekend. We have been doing this for a few years now, so we are very comfortable with the process. We have a pretty good setup. It's just my husband and I that do everything. So between him and I, each time we process, it's usually around 30 birds. We order 30 birds, sometimes we lose a couple. This weekend it was 28 birds, and we kept 20 of them whole, and I parted 8 of them for myself. Or not for myself, for our family. So the 20 birds ended up being, I think it was about 87 pounds of meat, which is it's an average of between 4 and 5 pounds a bird, and that was a little bit less than normal. Usually our birds are right around like the 5-pound mark. Some of them are going to be smaller because they're not going to be as great as getting to the feeder or great as at foraging the grass that they get access to, and so there's a lot of factors involved in the size of the bird as far as how they grow and everything. But for the most part, these Cornish crosses, we butcher them at between 8 and 9 weeks usually. We have done a little bit longer in the past, and we felt pretty cruel about that, and that was as we were just getting started. You know, Cornish cross are bred to eat, they're bred for meat. And so they do just sit and they will eat. If you give them the opportunity, they will just eat until they're very uncomfortable and very unhealthy. So it's really best to process them right around that 8 to 9 week mark, which is what we have been trying to do. If meat birds are your thing, if you're interested, I'd love to know maybe what kinds of questions do you have about meat birds, whether it's raising them or processing them. Really anything. How to part a chicken. I've actually thought about doing a video like that. So if those are things that you were interested in, definitely check out my meat birds playlist, but also let me know in the comments down below, and I'd be more than happy to make a video according to what questions you may have. So these are our first set. They were about 1 week away from culling, and like I said, my husband and I do all of it ourselves. So he does the first few stations, I clean up the birds and do some parting if needed. He bags whole birds, I bag parted birds. It's a joint effort, and we make a really good team.